We're recording. Jeremy, go right ahead.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to the Arts Community Meeting and update on COVID relief resources. And this is being presented by Newark Arts and by the Office of Arts and Cultural Affairs in the City of Newark. We thank you all for being with you. And before we get started, let me just go over a few housekeeping items. This webinar will be recorded for future access. So please share this with your colleagues and your friends in the field. Additionally, as we go through the webinar, you may have some questions or comments. Please feel free to put those into the Q&A portion of the Zoom. You'll find a button at the bottom of your screen. If you're on a screen that says Q&A, you can click there and type in your questions. And at the end of this session, we will address them. We will want to look at those at the end of the session rather than refer to them throughout the session. So thank you for that. And finally, we're going to get started. You know, it's been nearly a year since we've started with this COVID-19 pandemic, and most people agree that the arts community was the first to be impacted by the shutdowns, and the arts community, unfortunately, will probably be the last industry to come back. But in the meantime, we're here to announce some resources that may be of use, especially to our Newark arts community. So the purpose of this 1 hour Zoom is to provide you all with the latest information that's available both from government and from non-government entities. So let me start with my introduction of who I am. I'm Jeremy Johnson. I'm the Executive Director of Newark Arts. We are an independent, nonprofit organization. Our mission is to power the arts to transform lives. Many people know us as the producer of the Newark Arts Festival and as the people that make the annual ArtStart Grants. And we're also the agency that helped to create the community-wide cultural plan known as Newark Creates. We're also the umbrella organization for Arts at Newark, which is a 100-member consortium of educators and others who are committed to high-quality arts education for children. So I'm happy to introduce my partner in this effort, Fahemi Shakur from the Mayor's Office, and I'm going to ask her to introduce herself, and then she's going to begin with talking about resources that are available from the City of Newark. So Fahemi, I'm going to turn this over to you.
Jeremy, would you please make Fahemi a host?
Absolutely. There we are.
Here I am. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My glasses are crooked, okay? I am the Arts and Cultural Affairs Director for the City of Newark. And we wanted to take this opportunity to make sure we were providing and communicating the resources that have been organized and are available to serve our art and culture sector. So the first update that I wanted to share regarding the Creative Catalyst Fund, and thank you so much to all of the artists and organizations who submitted their final reports and provided amazing testimonials about how that fund served you in the time of COVID, because those metrics and that information really enable us to advocate for what we need. And so thank you for that. And I'm really pleased that we'll be able to offer the fund again this year, beginning March 15th. Applications will be available. The deadline will be April 15th. The applications will be for, again, general operating support and individual artist grants. The grant amounts will be for general operating support up to $25,000, and for individual artists and artist collectives up to $10,000. We'll be partnering with Newark Arts again. Thank you so much, Jeremy and team. And then the awards will be made June 2021. The same guidelines will apply. and a final report will be required. So please make sure that you're tuned in to Newark Arts on social media and their emails, and be on the lookout for when that link for that application goes live March 15th. The other update we wanted to share is regarding artist housing at 505 Clinton Avenue. The Gant-Gilbert Arts Collective, Invest in Newark, is preparing the artist guidelines for that application, and also an interest sign-up form. So Invest Newark, if you're subscribed to their website, will be announcing when the sign-up form will be open, and Newark Arts and myself will also make sure to share that information with the community. There will be 27 affordable apartments available at 505 Clinton, and it's a great opportunity. So I encourage all who are interested to make sure you sign up to be considered a candidate for those apartments. The third announcement is regarding the Harriet Tubman Monument Project. Our 14-member selection committee recently announced we selected our 5 finalists. I'm so excited. They're so diverse in what they'll be able to share with the city in terms of conceptual designs for Harriet Tubman Monument, honoring the history of the Underground Railroad in our city. And those finalists are Abigail DeVille, Dred Scott, Nina Cook-John, Jules Arthur, and Vinnie Bagwell. There will be an opportunity as well for Newark residents and our artist community to provide feedback on those designs. So we will develop a website and a form so that you can view the designs and provide your comments. Our selection committee will take those comments and that feedback into consideration as they make their recommendations. We expect to be able to announce the finalists as well by June. And then lastly, just an update on the Art Space initiative that the mayor announced in January 2021, where the city would be providing 3 to 5 city-owned properties for eligible candidates who want to renovate and rehabilitate property to be used for artistic and cultural programming. We're still working on that initiative, and currently where we're at in the process is we'll be seeking a provider who give us technical assistance for qualified candidates for 6 months. And the purpose of this technical assistance is really just to ensure the success of the candidates and the projects that will be presented. So the next step I'm working on is a public RFP that will be going up in about a week or two, seeking a provider for that technical assistance. And then the program should be ready to launch this summer. So please stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, I encourage you all to check out the Newark Land Bank for any potential that artists and Newark residents might have in purchasing property. You can find that information also as well through Invest Newark on their website. And those are all the updates I had to share from me, Jeremy. I'll toss it back to you. Or Regina.
All right, I'm here. Thank you. And I'll ask our host to allow me to my video to restart. Thank you, Lauren. If you could allow me to start my video again. While we're waiting for my video to come up, I just want to say I'm really excited to share with the community the awards programs that Newark Arts has coming down the line this spring. The one that most of you all are familiar with is called ArtStart. And the ArtStart program has already been announced. And Lauren, I think, Lauren, you have control over the video. I just wanted to make sure I can get my video going here.
Working on it.
Okay. All right. So the ArtStart Awards, you can find information for ArtStart at www.newarkarts.org/ArtStart. And these, the deadline is April 30th. That's coming right down the just over a month. The award amount is for $3,000. And what ArtStart grants are required, they have always required since they were started many years ago, is they require collaboration, and they require that the projects be in Newark with a special emphasis on areas beyond the downtown core, although we are really very aware that how COVID has impacted everyone downtown and beyond. But we're really happy that we're able to do these awards again. And ArtStart is ready to go. There is on our website, there is another webinar that you can click on that tells you all about ArtStart and how to apply. So if you have never applied for it, please look at that simple webinar on how to apply for the ArtStart grant. So let me be clear, there are $3,000 grants available to Newark artists and collaborators and community folks through the ArtStart program. That's number one. And number two, I'm very pleased to announce, and you all are the first to hear this on this program, that Newark Arts will be announcing a Newark Arts Emergency Fund. These are micro grants for individual artists. Let me repeat that. These are micro grants for individual artists. They will be in the range of $1,000 with a simple application that will take no more than 15 to 20 minutes to complete. We will be launching this on our website by March 22nd. It's not live on our website yet, but it will be at the newarkarts.org website on March 22nd. And this funding is made possible through the New Jersey Arts and Cultural Recovery Fund. You all recall this fund was launched last year, and we were very pleased to receive funding specifically to support individual artists who are often left out or they don't fall into the right categories. So if you are a musical artist, if you are a visual artist, if you have earned artist income in other forms of art, that's what we will be looking for, that you have had prior income as an artist in those fields. Please do apply for this, and please do follow our website and sign up. Lauren Craig will tell you more on how you can do that later on. Let me keep it moving. There's a lot of information out there that's coming out about PPP. What is PPP? It's the Paycheck Protection Program. It's administered by this federal agency called the Small Business Administration. You all heard about it last year as different groups were applying for it, companies and nonprofits. But I hope you all know that there were some rule changes made. So now individuals and sole proprietors, that includes you all who are individual artists, can also apply for the PPP, Paycheck Protection Program. And this is very new information. We will put into the chat a link to our friends at Americans for the Arts, where they have the latest information. So if you have never applied for the PPP before, you are eligible to apply, even if you are an individual proprietor, if you are a sole proprietor. This is really important. It also shows that the federal government is thinking more about how entrepreneurs, artists, creatives, and those who are not part of larger organizations can seek relief during this COVID crisis. And let me keep this moving. I want to turn this over to Lauren Craig. She's going to share some information from some of our other arts colleagues with resources for the arts community. And I'm going to get that information on PPP and put it in the chat. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Lauren Craig, Director of Marketing and Artistic Initiatives for Newark Arts. And I wanted to share a few things with you with regard to some upcoming events and opportunities. The first is that Newark Arts is partnering with Project for Empty Space and the Newark Artist Database for a year-long professional development series. And the first is called Readying Your Grant Application Toolkit. So this is actually a really timely event. So please save the date. Wednesday, March 24th is when that is going to be happening. It's a webinar at 5 p.m. And the webinar lead is Ashley Artis of Creative Capital. And it's going to be all about the ins and outs of crafting your best application for applying for grants, an hour-long workshop where basically you'll learn how to develop a toolkit. So when these grants come along, you'll have a ready-made application that you can make it very easy, and also how to make your application stand out to reviewers. So again, please save the date, Wednesday, March 24th, 5 p.m. And we're very excited that this is going to be a year-long series of webinars, professional development webinars specifically for artists, as a partnership between Newark Arts Creative Convenings and the Newark Artist Database. And also, if you're not a part of the Newark Artist Database, please do join that. That is a initiative of Project for Empty Space again. You can find out more at newarkartistdatabase.org, but it is an online platform that includes artist profiles, an arts organization directory, and a continuously updated list of opportunities for creative practitioners. It's free. And it also includes microsites. So if you don't have an artist website, it's an easy way to have an artist website that you can easily update and provide to people that want to know more about you and your art. So again, find out more at newarkartistdatabase.org. I also wanted to let you know that Art Pride is having a membership program that is free right now. They're doing a membership drive where you can get a 1 year free in their organization, which they've never done before. But this is a really great opportunity, and I will share with you more about. A lot of people don't know about the organization Art Pride, but it is our statewide arts advocacy organization. And so basically Art Pride works to ensure that the arts, creativity, and culture play a vital role in New Jersey. When you become a member, you join a network of more than 200 arts organizations. And they don't just want organizations as a part of it, they also would welcome individual artists to join Art Pride. And what they do is they advocate for the arts. So they're the leading voice in terms of government relations and advocacy training. They also do a lot with audience development. And you can also connect with your peers in terms of professional development conferences, annual meetings, and they also share a lot of data that you might need in terms of impact. So please do, you can find out more about joining this Art Pride membership. Let me find the email or the website that you go to. Check that out at, sorry. It's
While Lauren's doing that,
artprideny.org/membership arts organizations. Sorry, Jeremy, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to chime in with that. I'm on the board of Art Pride New Jersey, and this is a really big push to make sure that underrepresented constituents are represented Art Pride, and that includes individual artists, certainly groups from the Newark area. I'm biased towards Newark, of course. Art Pride is statewide, but we would love to have, and because this is free, this is an opportunity for us to be at the table as we push for more advocacy for support of artists and arts during this pandemic environment where we need to be sure that funding is equitable and it reflects the richness of our communities. So please do. It's at no cost to you, and you have everything to gain. I strongly encourage you're becoming members of ArtStart New Jersey.
Yes, and I just put that website in the chat, so that's makes it easy. Okay, and then moving on, some more news from Project from Empty Space. The Newark Artist Accelerator Grant Program will be coming back, very exciting. There will be a late spring cycle. So we don't have an exact date, but stay tuned at newarkartistaccelerator.org. And that's through the generous support of the Andy Warhol Foundation for the Visual Arts Regional Regranting Program and the Princeton Area Community Foundation. So PES will be distributing grants up to $5,000 to support local multidisciplinary visual artist projects. So definitely learn more about that, and you can check out the first phase of that grant process, again, at newarkartistaccelerator.org. PES also will have its annual open calls for artists this month, and those include artists in residence programs that provide a 12-month studio, resources, and those culminate in a solo exhibition, and also their Feminist Incubator Program, which is a short-term residency for female identified artists. Finally, the last thing I wanted to share is, please take a look at newarkarts.org. Our opportunities page is a wealth of information. I don't know, this is actually, what people don't know is this is actually the most visited page on our website, and it's self-submit. So right here is where you can add, people go and they add their own opportunities. So we have people all over the world coming and adding their own opportunities to share with the Newark arts community. But you can go here every so often and view grants, available spaces, open calls. And one right now that is very, very popular is this Invest Newark Gant-Gilbert Art Collective open call, where they are looking for original art by Newark artists to decorate the walls of the Gant-Gilbert Art Collective, 505 Clinton Avenue, which Fayemi was speaking about earlier in this call. They're looking for a variety of artwork priced at $500 or less. You can submit images to Tracy Wingo, twingo@investnewark.org. So this opportunities page has a ton of wonderful information. Please stay tuned there. So I would definitely suggest you check this page out on a regular basis. And you can also subscribe to Newark Arts Artist Newsletter here at newarkarts.org/subscribe-artists. We send out weekly newsletters that provide information about the latest going on at Newark Arts, grants, opportunities, available spaces, open calls. Once again, a plethora of information. So please stay tuned there, as well as our Facebook page. And I think that's it for me.
Thank you, Lauren. I just forgot, I added another opportunity in the chat that I need to put on that page, and it's Newark's Love Your Block mini grant program offered by the Newark Office of Sustainability. They're now accepting grants, so I posted that link in the chat also.
Thank you so much. Yes, the Love Your Block grant. I think those are up to $5,000 as well.
Mm-hmm. So someone asked if this is going to be recorded and shared later, and yes, right?
Yes, it is. We are going to, this is being recorded, and we're gonna make a landing page on the Newark Arts website, and as well, we will share a document that has all of these opportunities with the links as well.
Awesome. I don't see any more questions in the Q&A. Does anyone have any questions for us? No? Okay, well, while we're here, I just want to take the opportunity to shout out, of course, Aquaba Gallery and all of the amazing artists who have rallied around. Laura there, supporting the GoFundMe. We are supporting the GoFundMe. It's a really important cultural gem in our city. We appreciate Laura and her investment in the West Ward. She is an awesome example of purchasing a property and using the arts to activate our neighborhoods. So please shout out to Laura. Let's all continue to support the great work that she's doing. Aquaba has an art opening on March 13th. I think there are only a few slots left to attend through her Eventbrite page. You can follow them as well on social media to find more information about their GoFundMe page. And again, thank you to all of the artists, community members, and supporters who are donating to that GoFundMe.
There is a question in the chat. I have been living in Newark. Oh, I'm sorry. I am a new artist in Newark. Do I have to register as an artist?
I think I answered that, and I think that's from Carmen.
Okay.
I encouraged her to sign up for your
The newsletter.
email newsletter and check out those opportunities on the opportunities page. No, you don't have to at all sign up anywhere to register as a Newark artist, but there is also the Newark Artist Database, again, offered through Project Frontier Space. I posted that link in the chat. There on that website, you can create an artist profile, submit your artwork, and it'll give you a little bit more visibility for folks to get to know who you are and about your art.
Mm-hmm. Also, someone's asking, did we already go over the artist housing?
Sure, no problem. Just to repeat what I shared about that, Invest Newark is heading up that initiative, and they are currently preparing an interest sign-up form and an artist qualification guideline sheet. So once that information is available, we will be sending that out through our networks as well. And if you are signed up for the Invest Newark email list, you can receive that information directly from them as well. Any other questions?
Oh, there's some questions. Oh, okay. There's some questions in the, do we see the Q&A questions? Hey, Lily.
Hey, Lily.
Great opportunity. I'm sorry. We are a STEAM educational program. How can we partner with you? Hi, Fallon. How can we partner? Oh, yes. STEAM educational program. You should definitely want to partner with ArtStart Newark. Are you partnered with ArtStart Newark, Fallon? Let us know. Lily wants to know, great opportunities. I meant the grant training in March. Grant training. Oh, yes, the grant training. Yes, yes. Again, March 24th, save the date for March 24th at 5 p.m. We're doing a app, how to apply for, or readying your application toolkit with the Newark Artist Database and Newark Arts. Save the date for that webinar. And yes, it will be recorded. Yes. So we'll make sure we share that afterwards if you cannot make it. Fallon says we're not partnered. We're not partnered with, have attended some of their events. What is the process for partnership? Jeremy, what is the process for joining ArtStart Newark? You know?
The process, am I muted? The process is pretty simple. You show up for the events and you participate in the various forums. So Lauren Meehan is the director and can provide more details. But if you go to their website, which we can provide here, www.artsatnewark.org, there will be information about the partnerships programs there. But it's definitely, if you've been participating, you can get involved more on the committee levels. If you're doing STEAM, that's certainly an area that we'd be happy to partner with you on. There is there's an umbrella STEAM organization in Newark. So I don't know if this is the same one, Fallon, that you're with, but we definitely want to make sure that you're connected to that.
So Yvonne.
Hey, Yvonne.
Wants to know, hi Yvonne, she wants to know, do we have can we give a framework for what affordable might mean? I guess referencing
yeah.
505.
I have been asking, they haven't announced that yet, but all I can tell you is I think the artists will be very happy. It's definitely below market rate.
Okay.
That's an opportunity that you don't want to miss that. So be sure that you're following North Arts. Someone asked again about the Harriet Tubman announcement. I posted a link to the press release in the chat, but the artists, the finalists who were selected, this is one thing I forgot to share. The artists are from Montclair and New York primarily. So one of the things we wanted to assure was that there's an opportunity for Newark-based artists to collaborate. And we've identified several Newark-based apprentices that will be considered to partner. The 5, can I share my screen?
Sure.
I'm so, I was trying to wait to share. Can you see them in my busy screen? These are the artists that were selected. So it's Abigail DeVille, Dred Scott, Jules Arthur, Nina Cook-John, and Vinnie Bagwell. And I was trying to wait because March 10th, I didn't know this, is Harriet Tubman Day. I didn't even know she has her own day. Did you know this? Because I didn't know this.
No.
But I'm so excited. You're going to see this on social media soon, announcing these phenomenal artists. Each of them have a really unique idea about how they want to present designs, not just honoring Harriet, but also the history of the Underground Railroad in our city. So we're excited about that. The finalists will be chosen and announced in June.
Sean Battle. Hey, Sean. I may have missed it, but when will the interest form for housing on Clinton Avenue be open again? Also, thank you for all your work as the Catalyst Fund alone changed our collective for the better. Thanks, Sean. And the Catalyst, we talked about the Catalyst Fund is coming back, right?
Yes. What was the question that Sean had?
The interest form for housing on Clinton Avenue, when will it be open?
Soon. I asked the same questions. All I can tell you is that as long as you're plugged into Newark Arts and or connected to me in any way, you can contact me directly. But as soon as that website is launched with the interest form, we'll be putting it out there. So stay tuned. It's coming soon.
Okay.
Are we missing any questions? I think Lillian is hosting a Zoom watch party every 01 virtual play. In the chat. Thank you for sharing. Okay.
Phil, you mentioned something about artists being able to help renovate spaces. I think he's talking about the Spaces program for Miami again.
Mm-hmm. Who's this person?
Phil Ensberg.
Phil Ensberg. Thank you, Phil, for the question. That's the Art Space Initiative. The program has not started yet, but we are first starting with seeking a provider to provide technical assistance to qualified candidates who are interested in the program. So our first step in activating that initiative is to announce an RFP seeking a qualified technical assistance provider. This is ideally someone, an organization that has experience, not just in real estate development, but specifically working with artists, art institutions around specific art related rehabilitation, renovation, and housing initiatives. So that RFP will be made public in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And once we select the best candidate for that, we'll be able to make more announcements about how to apply for the program and how to be eligible for those workshops.
Very good.
Okay.
If that's it, any more questions? Before we end, go ahead, Fayemi.
I was just gonna say, I'm gonna post my email address in the chat in case anyone wants to contact me after this with more questions. That's it.
Before we end, I want to just thank the Newark Arts team here. Lauren Craig introduced herself, Director of Marketing and Artistic Initiatives. Also working with us is Regina Barboza, Newark Arts team, Director of Development and Strategic Initiatives. Thank you, Regina. She's also the backup in case my voice was going to give out, so I appreciate that today. And back in the home office, Ruby Annette Evans, Heather Ayers, Cindy Sanchez. I thank all of them for helping us to do the work that we do. And thank you, Fayemi, for being our partner. Again, this will be recorded. We will be sharing with those of you, if you registered on Eventbrite, we have your email address, and we'll be sure to send to you follow-up information. And as Lauren already showed, please do sign up for the Newark Arts emails, e-blasts, and follow us on Facebook, and you will receive timely information. There is money out there, folks, but you have to meet us halfway and getting those applications in. There's no way around it. We have to have applications. So thank you for all you all do for Newark and for the arts community here. We are a great city because of the artists that are here, and I thank all of you. So if there's nothing else, please have a great Saturday. Be safe and be well.
Thank you.